I am excited about this. I have not come to this decision lightly, to be honest. I think this is the one training aid, no matter what your handicap, every golfer should own. I've come to this conclusion because over the last few weeks, one, the response on Instagram, two, everybody that I've taught, I've got them to put their hands on here, and it's been a brilliant reminder of grip. Okay, we're going to test what a strong grip does. So if you get too many knuckles over on your golf club and your right hand too much underneath. And then we're going to do the right opposite. We're going to make it as weak as possible and see what it does to our ball flight. And at the end, show you exactly the benefits of using this. Now, I think we all know the importance of grip, but we definitely forget it. And smash those comments if you are a golfer who doesn't check their grip. I would be put my hand up there. It's not something that if I go to the range, if I go on the golf course, I actually think about. So let's get into the video. We're going to do this with driver. Let's start off by testing a really strong grip. So nice and simple. This is for a right-handed golfer. If you have a super strong grip, that would be showing 2, maybe 3.5 knuckles, probably more likely 3.5 knuckles on your glove hand, just like this. You can really see my logo there and this crease pointing quite considerably out to the right. Then putting your right hand on, your palm sort of facing the sky. Okay, really pay attention to this bit though. Okay, have a look how much rotation I have of this golf club. Now pay a close attention just to that, because as you move through that video, that is pivotal to explaining this. So you've got to think, if I have a ridiculous amount of, well, release of this golf club face, having a stronger grip is more likely to point my club face to the left of my club path as I come into the golf ball. So you'd probably experience, for most of us, some more right to left curvature, more hooky shots, and a ball that goes a little bit lower because we tend to take loft off the club. So let's hit this one away, give it a bit of a test, and show you the proof is in the pudding. A considerable right to left curve. Now, sorry, I'm just admiring that, because for this hole, that is an absolutely brilliant strike. So nice and simple. These points on the side of the screen here, if you show loads of knuckles and have your right palm pointing to the sky, at the extremes, you are more likely to have that club face close to your path at impact. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's go weak, because that's what most of us are, and most of the time I see. And then don't forget, stick around to the end. I'm going to show you the benefits of that training aid. So many students have used that, seen the benefits, and you know what? It's a great thing to do at home too. There we go. There's the weak grip. I think that is weak and that is right. Let's get into what this looks like. So I'm just going to grab a Sharpie just to help me explain this. And do this if you have an old glove. It's a really good training aid to do. Okay, if I just put a little bit of an arrow on my knuckles, and then a little bit of an arrow here, that's where we were saying strong was, very much over this way. Now look where weak is. When I'm looking down here, I would see that my thumb is more on top of that golf club. This crease is more, and this arrow is more pointing sort of into my midriff, and I can't really see this knuckle. So really weak. That would be one version of weak. So essentially, no knuckles on your glove hand, and your right hand very much on top. Quick one here, if you are left-handed, this would just simply be the opposite way round. We're referencing your glove hand, so weak, you would see no knuckles. Strong, you'd see loads of knuckles. So looking down there, that would be one version. The second version, I'm going to have to come a little bit closer here. Ignore that, that's from a different video we've done, and I'll put the link to that later. Another version of weak is when you get it in that palm, okay? So a big gap between your little finger and the golf club, that would be another version of having a super weak grip. Ball flights you would tend to see with that, well, you've already seen it. It's weak, it's high, it's right for a right-handed golfer, and we're going to tend not to feel as though we really get that compression. And we all know, we are all after that compression. Okay, let's get into the part of the video which we're all here for, really, is a training aid. So I know I mentioned all about that twist of the golf club face when you've got a strong grip. So have a look at this now. Really weak grip, Look how little my club face can really twist now. And that's essentially because of how your hand is orientated on the golf club, meaning it's more likely to be open at impact, making those weaker shots. Okay, so first off, have a look at the underneath of this here, all these ridges for where your fingers are going to sit on the underneath. So straight away, we're eradicating that weak version of getting it in the palm. So this is where your top hand, your glove hand would sit as a right-hander, and this is the crease where sort of your first finger would sit as a right-hander on the bottom. Other things you're going to notice here, you know we mentioned these creases, we'll have a look at that there. Okay, that's what I would see, and that is it from that direction. I love it because it's something, and I say I love it because I've used it in a lot of lessons recently, and people have gone, oh wow, that feels different to how I'm holding it, that feels different to what I'm used to doing, and it just straight away gets you in that right place. Now a lot of people have then gone and got one of these because they can use it at home, they can get the feeling of it, they can just keep gripping it, and straight away, without knowing, you're training the right grip. So how I do this and how I would use it is place my top hand on first, so you can see there all my fingers wrap around each of those points, and then I place my right hand on, and it really gives you a sense of power. It really gives you a sense of that's where my hands should fit, just like a template. So you can see that would give me the best chance of having a neutral grip, not too many knuckles showing, also the best chance of not having a weak grip, not enough knuckles showing or in the palm. So straight away, we're training a more neutral club face, more neutral grip, which essentially gives us more control. Well, it should give us more control of our golf ball. That's what we're meaning, and that's why we are recommending, well, I'm recommending this to a lot of my clients. So thanks for watching, and what I wanted to get out of this is just this is a great way to train a nice neutral grip, which you can see on the screen here. This is what it should look like when you've got hold of this or you've got a hold of your golf club.